And again, my chicken, I'll buy about 4-5 kilos, about 10-20 pounds. I will season it with whatever seasoning I want, weigh it out, portion it out, and freeze it. Night before, I take out a bag, get that ready for my day. When I'm starting to get ready, I'll put that on a griddle pan. No oil, no PIM, no nothing, just dry on a griddle pan, let that grill, boil my rice, and I'm good to go. Go to my workout. When I'm done, I take my post-workout protein shake. That consists of 30 grams of protein powder, 30 grams of carbohydrate. That's the only time of the day I take quick carbohydrates. What I use is pure maltodextrin. A lot of people use dextrose maltodextrin mix. Some people will actually start gaining weight from it because dextrose is absorbed very quickly. Same thing with Vitargo. Vitargo is, gets absorbed like a step away from table sugar. So personally, I think that if you're not a marathon runner or a professional bodybuilder, I don't think you have anything to do by using Vitargo. Of course, I mix my supplements in it. If I'm using L-glutamine, which I'm using right now, I'll put that in my post-workout protein shake. Always make my shakes with water. Water is the only liquid that your body needs. Everything else you drink, that's more or less just for your taste buds. Water is the only liquid you need. You need to get about 2 liters of water into you every day, and that's the least amount. If you're working out hard, do more. What I do is that I have one of these sitting on my desk all the time, so I know how much water I'm drinking. I'll bring a large bottle that's about this huge, just a 1.5 liter bottle. I'll take that to the workout with me, and I make sure to empty it while I'm drinking and while I'm working out. Sorry. So you need to get your water. Teas are good. You can drink tea, but again, that's more for taste than anything else. Protein shakes, that is a liquid you should use. Sodas, they're a killer. Diet sodas are actually worse. Alcohol is more or less just empty calories and carbohydrates, so stay away from those as much as possible. It really doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. Ethanol is a poison. Fructose is a poison. I will discuss both of them in a later video. I will discuss the importance of water in a later video, and a carbohydrate for that matter. After my post-workout shake, I come home, give it about an hour. I'll put another piece of 250 gram chicken on the griddle pan. What I've done earlier this week, I also bought cauliflower and broccoli. I bought them fresh. Just cut them up and freeze them. So when I start throw my chicken on the griddle pan, I'll take in about 200 grams of veggies, put that in the micro. Not the healthiest thing, but what you're gonna do. Let that melt, let the chicken get done, and voila, dinner is served. After that, about 2 or 3 hours, that's what I try to do. I space my meals about 2 or 3 hours apart. I'll eat eggs. I eat 4 eggs to be able to meet my caloric need. I eat whole eggs, no egg white crap. Again, I'll just fry them in a non-stick pan without any butter or anything, or I can hard boil them, or poach them, or whatever. Really doesn't matter. I'll eat the pure eggs, no bread with it. I'll warm up about 200 grams of green beans. Excellent source of fiber, some extra vitamins, minerals. Those I just buy frozen. I just really haven't bothered with getting them fresh. It works. Again, season your eggs with whatever you want. I use some salt, some black pepper. The salt I use is bought from a place called iHerb. It's Himalayan natural rock salt, because like table sugar, your ordinary white table salt has been processed and killed. It's dead. There are no minerals in it. Only thing it does is binds water to your body, gives you high blood pressure and whatnot, and is just more or less bad for you. But you need salt. If you don't have salt in your body, your heart can actually stop. Even the sea salt, a lot of the sea salts are processed. So if you're buying sea salt from a grocery store, make sure you get the unprocessed one, or go to iherb.com, get your Himalayan natural rock salt. I also have protein powder from iHerb. It's a organic, all natural, sweetened stevia whey protein powder. Um, one thing about natural and organic, it'll taste like it because there's no artificial flavors, and whey does not taste good. And to be honest, who cares? It's not about what it tastes like, it's about what it does for your body. If you want, I've done it. I get some stevia, I sweeten it up some more, or mix it with my ordinary protein powder just to, give it a slight more flavoring to it. After the eggs and the green beans, that, I'm working my way to the last meal of my day, which is 120 grams of salmon, and again 200 grams of cauliflower broccoli mix. I do the same thing with the salmon that I do with the chicken. I buy a packet. It's 4 slices of salmon in it, and the packet is 500 grams. So every piece is about 120 grams. So it works fine. I'll season it. Again, some Himalayan rock salt, some black pepper, some garlic pepper, red chili powder. All of that, the good stuff, some coriander seeds and whatnot. Squeeze a little bit of lemon and lime on it. Portion out in little baggies, throw it in the freezer, take it out with my chicken the night before, throw it on the griddle pan, put the veggies in the micro, and it's all good. Love my salmon. The only bad thing that I do is that I have a tendency to cook my meat to death. The rawer the meat you can eat, the more minerals and fibers it will contain. But if you're going to do that, make sure you know where your meat is coming from. Make sure that there's no bacteria and whatnot out there. Especially what I won't recommend you eating pink is chicken. Make sure your chicken is always cooked through. Beef, it's not so bad. Salmon is not bad. Though stay away from the farm-raised salmon. Farm-raised salmon is some mutant species that God looks at and goes, I did not create that. Farm-raised salmon is not even pink. They actually paint it pink so it'll look more palatable. So stay away from that. Stay away from your GMOs. I know a lot of you will say you don't have the money or the time, but it's better you spend the money and the time on your foods and what you're putting in your body rather than the doctor bills and medicines and all that stuff. We use in the civilized world, we use billions and billions of dollars on doctors. We use billions of dollars on healthcare. The medical industry has a several billion-dollar industry, and instead of focusing what we need to focus on is basically going after the root cause, because most of your diseases or so-called diseases are actually symptoms that things in your body is not working properly. Even obesity, if you're obese, that's also a symptom. Obesity is not a disease. You don't get obesity, you become obese. And for most of us, obesity is a symptom that things are not working well. Like Sean Croxton says of Underground Wellness, you don't lose weight to become healthy, you become healthy to lose weight. And that is a very, very important distinction. Very important. So, you spend the time, spend the money. If you can't do, figure out something to eat every day, then, do like I do, eat the same thing every day. Portion that out, freeze it. Some of the foods you can even cook and freeze. So you can just throw them in the micro if you're using like minced meat, chicken minced meat or beef or something. Cook out a big batch, freeze it. Same thing with eggs. You can make scrambled eggs with like 2 dozen eggs. Portion it out, freeze it, take it with you. I do that if I have to work at night. If I have to be away, I'll make my food, put it into Tupperware, take it with me. I'll keep to my schedule. I keep to my food. Of course, there's a lot of way of setting up a diet. A lot of ways to you got your cheat days. You got the 90-10 splits, the 80-20 splits. You eat proper 80% of the time, and you let yourself go 20% of the time. A lot of things you can do. A lot of things that do work. You need to figure out what works for you. And the only way you're going to do that is start gaining knowledge. Go out there, look for information, get your knowledge on, try things out, how they affect your body, then adjust them to your goals, what you need to do. But the first thing you need to do is know your values, okay? Because if your goals are not in line with your values, you will fail. Because if your value is that you want to enjoy life, and your definition of enjoying life is going to fancy restaurants, is eating out, is, you know, eating your appetizer, your main course, you know, your desserts every day. If that's your value, then, you know, eating healthy, home-cooked meals, a lot of the time a simple, quick solutions, then that you will fail at it. So you need to know what your values are. Base your goals on your values, or change your values. That can be done. I've written a lot about that. Well, not a lot, some about that on my blog. You know, follow the link, read my blog, leave some comments. You know, I'll love some discussion going on up in here. I'll see you next time when I start doing my videos on, you know, pure health, pure dieting, nutrition, politics, and all the other, you know, excuse my language if there's some youngsters watching this, the bullshit that we get spoon-fed every day of our lives. You know, that's what's happening. We're getting spoon-fed bullshit every day. We're being told things are healthy, and, you know, we'll wait a year, maybe 20 years, and we figure out, hey, wait a minute, things aren't healthy at all. The foods we're being served are not healthy. We're being made addicts, and that's what's happening. We are actually being made addicts by the food industry, and by the drug industry for that matter. So, you know, I'll catch you later. Look out for new videos. Leave a comment. You know, leave a comment on my blog. Love to see you again. Peace.